see, sometimes in our buses, these VIP buses, these metro mass and all these things, when you are in it, maybe going to Kumasi, going to Takali, anyway, what kind of movies do they show?
Kumawood.
There are no two ways. Kumawood.
Whether the person understands Chi or doesn't understand Chi.
You have to watch.
Okay. Yes. And then even what is depicted in the movies, I don't even like it. It's not about the content, but with how they put in
the
certain tracks. Yes, the rules. Yes. Okay. Most gate men, you see them wearing long dress.
Just like I said.
Okay. Speaking with some strange accent or strange tonage.
Broken tree.
Okay. And then whenever you see maybe another tribe, maybe an Ewe, say Asantene per se Odinisika be. So the stereotyping, it is even in our movies.
Yeah, true.
Okay.
True.
So it's a way, like it is helping, but a way it is not helping. I think there should be a body that will scrutinize some of this entertainment industry, okay, to make sure that everything that comes out fosters national unity.
True.
Okay.
True.
Do you know why people like this the Majid Michel movies and it's because of the language.
Okay.
It's the language, the English that is spoken. Because when you go to the north, they speak English.
Yeah.
To the east, the west, the south, it's English throughout. Okay. And then when someone is speaking English, hardly will you identify the person that this person is an Ewe or this person is an Northern. Unless maybe the person's tonation is quite different. Okay. So it's because of the English factor.
Okay.
So if our movies, there will be a body, even if it is not going to be English throughout, at least they should make sure that some of the roles assigned to some people doesn't focus much on their ethnic background. You understand? That way we can go forward. To me, I feel entertainment hasn't done much in any stereotyping. Entertainers themselves, most of them don't know they're even agents of change, and most of them are product of the society we are coming from. So they stereotype a lot. Yeah. Collaborating with another person from another tribe doesn't mean you don't stereotype. Yeah. They just cash in. So Sakode is there, Fancy Garden is there. Fancy Garden now has the huge fan base. So if I'm Sakode, it will be very wise and profitable to collaborate with Fancy Garden because I have more fans coming from the north to supporting me.
Being an opportunity.
Yeah. So that doesn't mean that you're fighting against stereotyping. You're making your money. So stereotyping is there because I once read a commentary on Facebook that one every lady was complaining that these days Igbedem is singing even in Chi, and she feels offended because Igbedem is supposed to sing every day in Ewe because Ashantis don't come about speaking other people's tribe, other people's language. And it's true. Ashantis in their preconceived idea feeling that they're more superior would never speak anybody's language except they Akan. When they're speaking English in Akan, he will still speak Chi.
Kwabna sings in Ewe.
I'm trying to make you're confused. I'm trying to make a point here. My point is that when entertainers come together from different tribes to collaborate, it doesn't necessarily they want to end stereotyping. Most of them they are cashing in. Okay. They are cashing in.
You made mention of someone taking opportunity of something.
Yeah, meaning you want to use that person as a platform to also
cash in.
Yes, cash in. Exactly. It is there. But the end product, I will listen to that song. Me being an ordinary, I'll say, I want to listen. I'm a fan of Fancy Garden. I'll listen to the song, and I might end up falling in love with Sarkodie's one or two lines. It's a step of me putting away that brainwashed thing about Ashantis. That as for Ashantis, we should have nothing to do with them. They feel they are superior, so I shouldn't have anything to do with them, whether the thing is good or bad. But you getting closer to the person's music will gradually, at least, put a seed in your life that, Charlie, the people are lovely. Look at the way the person is singing. I'm in love with Riala. I'm in love with Sarkodie's rhymes.
So Sarkodie had a song with Kill Songs, Jinfalo Mute.
Yeah.
In the song, he made this lines. He said, Kroboni Papa Arenia Edan Sisi. meaning that Krobo girl with quality beads on the waist. And he comes back and say, Konfonoche de Jomana Boudria. Meaning Konfonoche has case hair with sex. This is Sarkodie. He's huge. He's one of our best exports of music. And when this issue came up and the Krobos were very offended by it, people came in defense of Sarkodie. That he came to meet that adage. He came to meet that story about Konfonoche cursing Krobo women for looking at his nakedness. So till date, so many people have the idea that any Krobo lady you meet, they love sex. They want to have sex.
Is it true?
I don't think it's true.
We should go to the...
Because the stories keep varying. Like everybody comes up with stories, as we said earlier on, to protect their ideologies.
Okay.
I don't think it's
nice
true.
girls.
It is true.
Yeah.
And I will
Yes,
stand
they are
to
very, very
defend it.
beautiful. I have some.
It is true.
With the sex.
It is
Our
true.
people believe it.
Yes.
This is where you
You are
are
stereotyping.
stereotyping.
It is
But
true.
do you know the number of people
Because
that make Krobo?
do you know why I will say it is true?
Tell me.
Let me say
Very
this. I will have
interesting.
sex with an Ashanti, and the person is good in bed anyway. Now have sex with a Krobo. The idea of me knowing that Krobos are experts, will make me enjoy the thing. Thinking it's planted in my mind already. I'm
Subconsciously.
brainwashed that Krobos are good. Meanwhile,
it's
the girl
not
did
true.
not do
No,
anything.
so it's
So
not
it's
So
not
it has
true.
become true because I've enjoyed it.
No, it's
No,
not.
So
so
anybody,
I mean, truth
because
is
anybody
absolute.
gets into them.
So
maybe
it's not true.
It's
I mean,
not
that is
true.
where
It's not
stereotype
true.
comes
It's
in.
not
Stereotype to overgeneralize
Yes, yes,
until
yes.
you believe that it's true. So it's not true.
It's not true.
It is not
The
true.
fact that you met one.
You want to push me to an extent to confess something.
No.
No.
Okay. See.
It's okay.
You can
don't
say
confess
that.
anything.
See, do you know who I would believe if the person says that Krobo girls like sex?
Okay.
If a man, a single man, can say boldly that he has slept with
all
every,
Krobo ladies.
Yes.
even the one
It is not
yet to
true.
born. If someone can say that,
I'll
that is
not-
true.
I'll
That
not-
is absolute. Because once we have, even if we have 10 people,
Okay.
and you even sleep with 9, the single one makes your story not an absolute truth.
Yeah.
It's not. So it is just something that is in the mind. It doesn't. You know that they say that women have fibroid.
Okay.
Every woman has fibroid. I mean, fibroid, it's something that is very, 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 very common. If you take about 100%, almost like 90%
Okay.
of women are likely to have fibroids.
Okay.
But it is not true that all women have fibroids, because there are 10% who doesn't have it.
I
You get
agree.
it?
I
Yeah,
agree.
so it's
But
not
we are
true.
talking about
You give me the chance.
mass.
If you give me the
You
chance,
can't use the mass
I will tell you
to-
that if you meet a Krobo girl, okay, and then you meet any other girl, you can see the difference. In fact, Krobo girls are really, really beautiful.
Yes.
I know a few of them, and I can testify to that. They are really, really beautiful. And you see, men have something going that if you see a lady with nice body shape, you might think that this person is like doing men. Okay. And sometimes they go by that perception about Krobo girls, especially with what they've even heard so far. So what happens is that you then form that mental image about such people. But if you get closer to them, they are really nice people. And then it is far from what you can think of.
Yeah, true.
Far from what you can think of. You see, when someone wants you and then the person doesn't get you, the person tries to say certain things about you that are not true. Okay. For instance, this friend of mine that I'm talking about, that she's a Krobo girl. She's very beautiful, very tall, has like a nice body, and she is the what should I say? The like of everybody. Okay, all the boys wanted to be friends with, even the lecturers. Okay, even the lecturers. So something like this, there's pressure on the lady, and then if the lady tries to say that no, I don't want it. You see, people will try to be like, wake up to say.
Funny.
You know, sad
Because she
thing.
tries to be nice, grandpa.
Yes.
A nice that is a generalized nice.
Yeah.
It's total care as
Yes.
yeah.
Let me chip in this. You know, some people saw Jesus Christ as the son of a carpenter. and they couldn't receive anything good, or let's say salvation, from Jesus Christ because of how they perceived Jesus Christ. And some people too perceive Jesus Christ as the Messiah, and they got salvation. Subconsciously, I know that Krobo women are this. So me going in for a Krobo girl, I'm already satisfied. Whether the person is good or the person is not good, I'll receive that salvation from Jesus Christ, because I'm not seeing Jesus Christ as the carpenter's son who is going to give me a table or maybe a chair.
So I get his point.
You understand my point?
It
point is
becomes
that-
your truth.
So
Yes, it becomes my truth. It becomes another person's truth.
no.
And it will continue to stay that way.
Yeah, we all
Trust
have
me.
truth.
So I get his point. His point is that
But there should be the absolute truth.
Yes, there should be absolute truth. Yeah.
I get his point, meaning that because he has this preconceived ideas about the Krobo girls, if
That's
the Krobo
that is
girl-
why the
What-
stereotype
what I-
falls.
That's what stereotyping
What I want
is
to
coming.
receive
So
from
I
you-
see stereotyping.
What I want
is
to
So
like,
you see, you shouldn't do that.
stereotyping is everyone had that
do that.
tattoo.
So let's
We're asking about whether it's true or not.
let's go to the cousin of stereotyping, profiling. You have just two
Yeah.
questions to finish. Just two,
Profiling.
profiling. Let me start with Ransford.
Hey,
Ransford.
so you like starting with me?
Yeah, I like you.
Stereotyping.
Stereotype. What do you understand stereotyping?
Hey, profile.
Profiling.
Profiling.
All right, because when you talk
Profiling.
about profiling, it's more or less like stereotyping. Just that profiling comes with two certain, like two main issues. One is forming something about someone based on observation or assumption. Okay, so with you see, we said that stereotyping is an overgeneralized
Pre-notion.
Yes, okay. But with profiling, you have observed or you assume. Yes. And profiling is quite positive and to some extent negative, especially when you are dealing with race.
Okay.
But if not for race, I think profiling is good because human beings, we are very good at looking at something and then classifying the thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it is our nature.
Okay.
And then that is profiling.
Okay.
You just look at someone and then you go like, okay, this person is this, or this person belongs to this place.
Okay.
So profiling in general can be good and then can be bad. I think when we go to the sub questions, we can talk about the good and bad aspects of
Josie, profiling.
I think it's almost there. I'll just back Ransford to with profiling. I think it's like over stereotype World Cup. You are breaking it into smaller bits. You are sort of
Qualifications.
exactly as I would to be home. You are marking the thing to see whether it fits into the equation that you already have in your mind or not. So that is
By
how
observing
exactly
profiling
how I
comes.
can
That's
explain
it.
it.
Yeah, I share it in the same way.
The same. Samuel.
Yeah, I do agree with that. It's just listing who the person is.
Observing.
Exactly.
Okay. So, would you agree that profiling can be positive and negative as well?
Oh yeah,
Profiling.
we need that.
You all agree to that?
Yeah, we need
Okay.
that.
So during police raids and sweeps, the people most affected are guys who wear dreadlocks. With this in mind, would you ever wear dreadlocks? Also, have you ever tagged a dreadlock person as a misfit or a weed smoker? That's it. Would you ever wear a dreadlock?
This is very sensitive. I wouldn't wear dreadlock.
Why?
I don't want to wear
You
dreadlock.
don't wear a dreadlock.
Yeah.
But have you ever tagged somebody wearing dreadlocks as a weed smoker or a misfit?
Where I come from, mostly people who wear dreadlocks, they are misfits, they are weed smokers.
Okay.
I haven't encountered anyone with a dreadlock who doesn't smoke weed.
Wow.
I'm not sure what there is.
So it means that you don't stereotype, but with your experience, you know
with my
that these
experience,
people, this is
for
what they
certain,
do.
Yeah, this is what they do.
Okay, I get the point. Josie.
Okay, so yes, I will wear dreadlocks if I want to, just in the name of an artist. Like I really love that, because sometimes I even do the temporal one. And if my husband wants to put on dreadlocks, too, I wouldn't have an issue, depending on what he wants. Have I tagged someone like all dreadlock
people
dreadlockers?
as misfits.
I haven't tagged, but I've never doubted if
they are weed smokers.
Mm-hmm.
I don't tag, but me who I say there's a ding 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 ding
In your
ding
mind.
in my wait, it's not like it wouldn't surprise me at all if you happen to smoke weed or yes, it would like I wouldn't. It's not something that I will tag you, but I wouldn't doubt.
That you
Yes,
smoke.
yes.
Someone.
I'll say yes, because
Would you wear the
We-
dreadlocks?
I will not. I'm not even permitted to wear dreadlocks. You understand my point?
Supposing you're not in uniform
Yes.
and you do a different work. Would you have ever worn a dreadlock?
No, I wouldn't.
Why?
From the way I was brought up, I wouldn't. And from what I know, that a Rasta, when you go to Rome, you should do what Romans do.
Yeah.
You are a Rasta and then you don't appreciate cannabis. You are a fake Rasta. You understand my point? You should appreciate the herb. The fact that you've accepted to be a Rasta, you should also appreciate the herb. You cannot be a Santini and say that I don't like.
But
I hate.
Wait, so let me ask. So
No,
right now,
there
is
can
Rasta
be.
a culture or is a fashion?
Rasta is a culture, but Ghanaians are mistaking it to be fashion. Rasta is a culture. It's even a religion. So the fact that you've chosen that I want to be a
Rastafarian.
you shouldn't fake it. You understand?
The
my
moment
point?
you wear dreadlocks, it means you're Rastafarian. That's
Yeah, you should know what comes with it.
the
Yeah,
dreadlocks.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You should
You
know
know
what you are going into. And
yeah.
you have to accept that I want to be a Christian. Being a Christian, I have to accept Jesus Christ as my Lord and personal Savior. I cannot be a Christian neglecting Christ. You understand my point? So I want to be a Rasta. I have to accept their religion. I have to accept their culture.
But I think someone can choose to be a Rastafarian and not necessarily. For someone, it would be a means of fashion per se. Because I would
people are
put
fake,
on.
trust me.
Then I'm sure I'm going to be a fake Rastafarian because I would love to put on dreadlocks. First, because my hair is natural and keeping natural, it's maybe because of work I wouldn't get a lot of time to braid my hair, so I would rather do something that is simple. And maybe because I'm an artist, I really appreciate that. So it is just that me going into this, I'm having it as fashion, but sort of I have to bear the consequences. Because then I'm entering, even though I have the mindset of it's fashion, but I'm entering into a zone where someone is going to see it as like a culture. I don't know if you
So
get
if you
it.
are being tagged as appreciating
It
the
is
cannabis, you shouldn't worry about
No,
it.
I'll actually get one and
myself,
then smoke.
You should accept the fact that you
but then
shouldn't.
I'm cool with smokers.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm cool with smokers.
Do you smoke?
And a Rastafarian who doesn't smoke, personally, if I see that person, I know. There are some one or two signs about the person. Even if the person is not a Rastafarian and he smokes, there is maybe 80% chance that I know that the person smokes. And there are exceptions anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, Ransford. Would you ever wear dreadlocks?
But you know,
Why?
no, because I don't see myself wearing dreadlocks.
It'll fit you.
Yes. You see how my hair is. I just cut my hair and I'm okay to go.
You're fine with that?
Yes, I'm fine with that.
You're fine with that.
And then with the other questions,
Do you stereotype dreadlock wearers as misfits or weed smokers?
no, I don't. I have quite a few friends who are having dreadlocks. Yes. Joel, I have Say Black.
Yes.
You know Say
Oh,
Black?
yeah.
Yes.
Igbo.
Yeah, Igbo Kojo Igbo. And quite a few of them to intercredit. I don't see them as misfits. Okay, that would be very bad of me to see people like that as misfits. Yeah, in fact, we have one who is even in parliament right now. Just that the nature of his job doesn't allow him to wear that. Yes, Rasenberg is in parliament.
Yeah,
okay,
true.
Yes, so they are not misfits. Yes, in fact, we smokers are not even misfits.
Yeah.
Yes, they are not misfits. And then you see one thing I want to correct something that Mr. Samuel said. He's a married man, so we should. Mr. Samuel said. He said that someone who wears dreadlocks must use cannabis, okay, or must appreciate.
You must appreciate the cannabis. If you don't,
Yeah.
you are just doing it for fashion.
Okay,
Gospel
so,
according to.
I want to ask this question. In appreciating, is it about smoking or recognizing it?
Oh, you can appreciate it by using it for
It's
tea
for that.
Okay.
or smoking it.
Pomade.
Yes, you must appreciate it.
Okay.
That's a trademark of the religion.
Rastafarian.
Yeah, Rastafarian. So if you don't appreciate the cannabis, it means you are not a Rastafarian. You are having dreadlocks. You are just somebody being a churchgoer, but not really a Christian.
Sam, what
Okay.
if
So,
this culture that you are this weed thing with regards to Rastafarian? What if there was one Rasta who just happened to like weed and everyone it's not like a laid down
Procedure.
rule. It's something that one person started and everyone got involved. Is it like, I want to know, is it a laid down rule? Like, because when you use Christianity as an example,
Yes.
you have to be baptized.
Yeah.
You have to do, it's a laid down, it's written
Yeah,
down.
so-
When it comes to the Rasta culture, is it laid down that you must smoke
No,
or
not
appreciate it in
appreciate.
some? Okay, fine, you must appreciate it.
That's why I chose
Yeah,
my
okay,
missionary
Okay, so
name.
you must appreciate.
Number one, I'm not a Rastafarian, and I don't know their rules. These are the little things
I know a
that
little about. Let me share.
I know about them.
Okay.
Haile Selassie.
Okay.
They regard him as the pioneer of Rastafarian,
Yeah.
and they regard him as one of God's prophet. So when he was alive, he
He
was an
is
Ethiopian. He's an Ethiopian. When he came on earth, they studied his lifestyle as Christians study Jesus' lifestyle. So with Haile Selassie, he had lions. He most times smoke the weed. He uses the weed. So coming to this religion and he being a pioneer, we want to follow what he did and what kept him healthy and kept him for long. So as our friends also believe that, okay, when I venture into this religion, let's use the product because this man used it. If it was that bad, he leading us wouldn't use it. So that's the reason why they use the weed.
As
You
I
see,
told you earlier today, that the word Christian, we did not call ourselves Christian, but after the death of Jesus Christ, the followers of Jesus Christ were living their lives just
Like
as
Christ.
Christ did. So the people around said that these people are Christians.
Oh, okay, this is clear.
So you can't say
Yeah.
that you are a Christian but you are
Also
not
get
following
the
the footsteps
Rastafarian.
of Christ.
Yeah.
True.
So just as you are saying, you can't say that you are a Rastafarian and you are not following the footsteps of Haile Selassie.
Yes, Selassie, true.
You see, there's one professor of Rastafarianism, and he said that weed. You see, normally for them they don't call it weed; they call it herb.
Herbs.
Yes, and yeah, the herb is for the healing of the nation.
The nation,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Okay, you don't have to take in the fire. Yes, that is what he says. You don't have to take in the fire. Okay, but you can use it for food. It is less harmful. But to take in smoke into your body is toxic.
Okay.
Yes. So for him, he doesn't smoke, but he uses the herb for other
Different
things.
stuff.
Yes.
That's perfect. That's perfect. So the next question: Have our security agents done well to manage profiling? As security agents, so they do sweeps, they arrest criminals and all that, and most times they do it based on profiling, based on how you appear, the observation they make about you. Have they done well with their profiling?
No.
No, why do you say that, Nazir?
The security agents haven't done enough. They are not even doing anything
When it comes to profiling,
when it comes to profiling, especially in our part of the world. The moment they see, let's take a Rastafarian for example. The moment they see a Rastafarian, you are a thief. You are a weed. Why would you even arrest someone for weed smoking? You are a weed smoker. They don't question beyond the way the person appears. Yeah.
okay, I get your point. Samuel,
I beg to differ with my brother's point because, you know, we can't run away from the fact that I came here, I have these, not proper Rasta, the one that nowadays they do.
The short one.
The short one,
The
locks
short locks.
here or and then I have about 3 earrings here, and the way I'm dressed, and I come here and something gets lost, I'll be the first person to suspect. So if the police is to go for a raid somewhere, you will be included, and later they will investigate.
Yeah.
You understand my point? They will investigate into it. If you are innocent, you'll be sent free.
And why is that? My issue here
You
is
understand
that
my point?
why is it that you can't wear your 3 earrings and have your short dreadlocks and walk free without being tagged as a thief or a criminal?
One thing, I don't know.
Because they have been so for a very long time. So if
that's
you,
profiling.
let's not run away from the fact that
You said if you are innocent,
you'll be
set free.
Yeah, you'll be set free.
then why do they mostly, whenever they take you to the police station, they will cut off the hair?
They'll shave you.
They'll shave
They'll shave you.
No, unless maybe you are being imprisoned.
No, they don't imprison you.
No.
That's what they do in Nima.
I don't think it's constitutional to do that.
It's not the right thing.
Then there's
it's
something
alright.
with our law.
It's not,
Yeah,
because I prefer to keep my hair
Like that.
And I am a suspect. I am not a criminal yet.
Yes.
But that is what they do.
You understand
Maybe
my point? I am a suspect.
Nazir saying they shave the people are arrested. I think they are saving from the judges, because some of the judges might see you wearing dreadlocks and they'll have a preconceived idea
It's
of
not
you.
fair.
And that is
Oh,
wrong.
it's
not fair.
That
It's
is
not
even
fair.
dangerous.
It is
That
not
is
fair.
When they
even
come for
dangerous.
this
Raid.
raid and they take them to the police station, mostly they know they are innocent. They will take the money from them and shave the hair, then bring them back. That is what they do mostly.
Then that's a different whole issue on
I've
its
not
own.
noticed that
I've
yet.
also not heard of this.
That
thing.
is what I've experienced.
It's
That is
happening.
what
If I can come in.
Come in.
Our security agencies, yes, I think they've done enough, and then what they are doing, I think, is good.
The profiling.
Yes, the profiling, because it is what everybody does. Also, in the advanced countries, they do it. Okay. Now, I remember I told you that profiling is based on observation. Yes, observable behavior, and then from time immemorial, people who have been arrested have such attributes. Okay, they have this
Wicked
ruffian hairstyle, piercing, some way of life. Okay, so that is what has been going on. And then now, when there is a raid and then you are like that, it is likely you will be included. Okay, then they will take everything of yours, your thumbprints. These are all parts of the profiling. Then they will keep the records. Okay. Now, after investigation, if you are not guilty, or if you are not found culpable of whatever that they are accusing you, you'll be set free. If there is any compensation, if you merit that, they will give it to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, one thing that my uncle will always tell you is that never let your hair grow. Once it is grown, this one cry, I think he's even having a problem with me. My beard, he's having a problem with me because he is into this governance politics, and then he knows what he's talking about. He knows that. You see, we don't invite trouble. Whilst you are walking, things might happen.
Seems to find
Okay, things might happen. There is a friend of mine. I don't know whether it was here or somewhere. I don't know. I've forgotten the exact thing and then the exact people involved. But what he was telling me was that his friend was walking. Yeah, was walking, and I think he had this dreadlocks, something. They were not that grown. So as he was walking on the pavement, there was a woman selling this roasted plantain, ripe plantain on the street. And then there were two. They were pointing at him that is him, that is him, that is him, that is him, that is him. So he heard that is him, and he thought, no, if I don't find a place to go, I think something might happen to me. So he just quickly crossed the road and then went away. Now when he went away, he went to the house and then told his friends, like his buddies, that this is what he heard on the way coming. And then he was like, no, they should go back and then tell the people. So when they went, it was like what had happened was that someone's phone has been stolen. So whilst he was there walking, they were pointing that he is the one who stole the phone. So they had to go and then confront the woman that he is not the one. Okay. So what our society has come to be is that we have used profiling for so long, and then it has really helped us to combat crime and all these things. They are the first suspects. So I'll urge everyone out there that if you don't want to be included, just don't be. Because you see, when they come for a raid, although you are innocent, but when you spend a day in the cell, it is worse. Okay, it is worse. So please just don't wait, because it's only
okay.
That is where I will come in. Yes, if you say from don't doing dreadlocks,
like I said, for artists, I'm going to speak for artists. Creativity, it's more than talent. Sometimes it becomes who
okay, when I say don't, I mean young boys coming up, like young boys who have been wearing.
No, you shouldn't deter them from doing dreadlocks. If you're having short hair, you're having dreadlocks, and there are certain narratives. Everybody is included.
We have to change. I think that is my point. We have to.
Everybody is included, not only the Rastafarian. No, everybody is included, and the investigation goes on one by one.
So let's listen.
And I think even the treatment must be the same.
Yeah.
Let's say there is
but
something
never be
wrong.
The same.
That is what. Fine, it will never be the same, but we have to start from somewhere. We have to start from somewhere.
When you go to New York, they sometimes when the police around there is this place Harlem. Yes, I watched a documentary. One professor was doing his PhD. Is it PhD? I think he was doing a PhD course, and then it was part of the project. So he did a video documentary on the life in Harlem. Okay, and then he will tell you that in the black community, Harlem is a black community. Yes, and over there you won't walk like 500 meters without meeting a policeman, and then you won't meet one. They are walking in pairs or maybe 3 policemen. Why? It is not like that in other neighborhoods. Okay, but because of the profiling that they've had in previous years, okay, that is why I'm saying that it is best to stay away. If you know you're not a Rastafarian, why should you wear Rasta?
And Josie's trying to make a point as a creative person.
Yes, I mean I'm creative. I'm a creative person.
So you should use your hair as a creativity.
No, you can't really just like I said, if I didn't have those braids on, when I'm going out, I just leave my hair flowing.
Okay.
And the problem I have is for someone to see me in that hair, and for the person to tag me at first hand that if they are girl we was strong and I say we are something, no, it is wrong. My day life, my professional life is that fine, I'm a medical sonographer, but when I put my uniform down, I am a creative person. And creativity goes beyond my writing. How I want to present myself also matters. So are we trying to say that because of this, people can't also be, like I said, for someone, maybe the culture of Rasta means a lot to the person and the person is devoted to it. If we give a little bit space for doubt, just give a little benefit of the doubt, it will crush a lot of things. Just a little bit. See, we've all seen this movie, The Hate You Gave.
I've not seen it yet.
It's a very good movie. So there was this black guy, and then I think he parked with a friend. He parked the car, and then he was coming out of the car. Like the police arrested them, and then the guy was talking to the lady in the car. You see, when a policeman arrests you, you're supposed to raise your hand, surrender, those kind of things. He was talking to the lady, and then he was taking a hairbrush. Immediately the guy shot him.
Okay.
Now, the police thought he was taking a gun.
Okay.
Self-defense. In some way, you can say that the police is right. Now, the guy is dead. The dead can't speak for himself. And he should have surrendered. But whatever led to him taking the hairbrush, we don't know. And he's a black guy. And he has past histories of selling drugs. But in this scenario, that wasn't it. There was something that I liked about the movie. When after the guy was shot by the police and everything, they were focusing on the things that the guy used to do. He's a drug addict, he's this is this, that is profiling, he's this is this, so he can. But we were forgetting he was taking a hairbrush. What if they had given a little benefit of the doubt? Just that minute can mean a lot.
And that minute too can also have taken the police life.
Exactly. So what if it was
it's
truly a gun?
Career.
Exactly.
So my issue here is that even Rastafarian, we have neat Rastafarians and we have dirty Rastafarians. Let's be honest.
we have dirty short hair and we have
nice ones.
So the thing is that people who are dirty are dirty.
Yeah,
yes.
people are clean.
If you are a Rastafarian and you want to be clean,
like Samini. When you see Samini's dreadlocks, it's so appealing.
There's this guy, Rasta Kwame. He has very nice dreadlocks. Very, 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 very.
You see other ones too on the street. You feel like no, this guy is not really a Rastafarian. He's a radical.
Yes. like your point. Okay. Like
what I want to say with your point, you should take up responsibilities with to whatever that you want to do with yourself.
Yes. Exactly.
If you want to do whatever to your hair, you should know that this and this is likely to
happen.
Yes.
Exactly.
Am I ready to take responsibilities with all? Fine. If not, why do you enter into it?
And then if someone comes at you, I think you should take time. That is the defense like we spoke about. I mean, if someone sees you and the person goes like, you have to find a way to let people know that, okay, whatever they are thinking is not really. Sometimes it's hard for you to break their perceptions about people. But I think you said something about clean.
Yeah.
I mean, if I see a Rasta like you are going out, you look dirty. I mean, I'll have it. But if it's sleek, it's on point. Charlie Rasta, what shall we suit? Hey, stop.
Is that about the race? Police wouldn't raid residential areas.
Yes.
Police wouldn't raid some places in our neighborhood. They raid some particular places. They have evidence of people doing bad there.
Oh yes.
So in the first place, if you are Rastafarian, why do you even go there in the first place to hang out there?
Yeah.
So you need to be cautious of yourself. As Samuel said, when you start wearing the dreadlocks, it counts against people's cons in our society.
That is true.
So take responsibility for your own self. So some places don't go. Some places just think about going there and the consequences you might face there.
Yes.
And you'll be safe because there are Rasta guys who people really come around and they feel like I want to wear dreadlocks.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
And there are some people who also see and feel like, no, this guy.
Some spend time on their hair.
It's very expensive.
Yes, it's
do you know
very
that?
So if you're not ready, why should you do it?
Close remark. So,
No, I get that. It's true if you're not ready. Because some people think it's so dirty.
Even being tolerant, you should be ready to be tolerant.
I remember there was a time Reggie Roxton was going to be a judge on a certain program. I've forgotten the program. And the way he was relaxing in a chair and then the hair in this hairdresser's hand, massaging and then polishing, you could feel like, yes, I want to have this hair.
Yeah.
Okay. So please, our people out there, Charlie, we love you, Charlie. The artists, okay.
So yeah.
Oh, I love them.
Let's like make them nice for us. Okay.
So we have come to the end of our stereotyping profiling episode. So dope. Like this is one of the best episodes I've recorded. So let's have our closing remarks from Samuel. Someone can start with us. Stereotyping and profiling was our topic today. Your concluding remarks on this topic.
My point of view is stereotyping is not a good thing that we should encourage. And also when profiling that we just ended, I mean, we should just take responsibility of whatever that we want us to be in the society. That's all I can say for now.
Thank you for coming. And Ransford.
Joe, why are you looking at me like that? Okay, what's so far? It's been a very good talk show. Yes, it's been a very good interaction. And what I would say is that we should try and then do our with stereotypes. It doesn't help our nation to go forward. It doesn't help us as individuals, as we've explained so far. With profiling, there are negatives and then positive. But as Mr. Samuel said, you should take responsibility of whatever that you want to be. Because someone might judge you wrongly whilst you are not that bad. So
True.
That is that.
Thank you. Nazir, your concluding remarks on this topic.
I've really learnt a lot. Learnt a lot, and I think there is so much more to do, and there is a lot to learn too.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
true. Thanks for coming too.
Thanks.
The Joe.
Okay, so I'll talk just more. First of all, I would want to say, Kujo, you are doing an amazing job. Like, kudos, and calling all of us to come here to talk about this. We are all young people, and we are just using our voices. We are not experts.
Yes.
We are just young people coming here to speak based on the things we want to learn from each other.
And this.
Oh, of course. So the message that I want to leave out there is, stereotype is like a tattoo. Everybody has it. That is the first sign. You should be aware that you have it. Now that you know you have it, you find ways to deal with it. It's something that you have to consciously work towards. If you see somebody and the first thing that comes into your mind is judgment, maybe you could just take a break and you could just give just a little bit. That is my word. Just a little bit. Little benefit of the doubt. And I'm sure if you consciously do this all the time, it will help you. And because you know that movie, Dead Poor Society.
Yeah.
You know what Keaton said when he made them stand on the table.
Yeah.
We must consciously have a way of seeing the world in a different way.
Yeah, true.
So please, let us broaden our lens. People are made up of different experiences. They've passed through different things, different ideologies. We come from different religions. Even in Christianity, we have divisions. Even in one church, one church, there is division. So
My
that
church.
means, so we just have to know that we are complex human beings, but we just have to have time for ourselves.
True.
And if we have time for ourselves to understand why people do things and those kind of things, little by little we will get there. It wouldn't be a huge change, but if you're able to have patience with one person, the other person also have patience with another person, it's like a chain reaction. Little by little it gets bigger, and the change that we want to see, we will see it. So
True.
That's just my last words.
And my last words are, the more we know, the more we don't know. And we all have faith, we believe in, and Allah or God wouldn't be happy with that if we stereotype against people. And these people can be faithful of Him too if you don't stereotype them. So let love live. When people don't understand you, just teach them with love. Everything starts with love. You see, there was a point I didn't know all these things we are discussing today, and people were patient with me enough to be here today. And as time goes on, I have to also be patient with those coming up and those who don't even know. So if you want to be blessed and have favor in the eyes of God that we believe in, you have to be extremely patient with people and let love live. That's what I was saying. So this is episode 9 or 10, because the episode is too long, so I have to split it into 3 divisions, and it was so involving. So God bless you for coming. This is Too Many Podcast.
Kiss,
Thank you. Bye.
I see you following submission. I know you're wishing that you could let your head down and mirror my admission. So why you worrying about being the outcast? Don't you know to be yourself and never ask permission? My short